Guess who found her tripod? Guys, get excited. Wait, maybe I should make my bed. This is really ugly. I hope that's better for you. It's not made, but it's like fake made. Like, just ignore it. Anyway, I was planning on starting today. I was gonna start it. Well, I was gonna start it tomorrow. Really, I should just start it tomorrow. But I was like, I'm doing it now, so I might as well start now. Yesterday, I got an order that arrived of these 3 little, look at them, they're adorable. These 3 little notebooks. I wanted to start like journaling, and my whole YouTube recommended is now journaling. I have these 2 journals. These are my journals, if you're interested. This one I've had since I was in year 9 and I love it so much. I don't want to accidentally like show you everything, but it's only like this full, which to be fair is a lot for me in a diary. So this is my diary experience. I have a bunch of other like bullet journals and old diaries down there, but this is my most successful diary I've ever had. And so it started off, I was like writing every day in year 9, and I always say like it's crazy because those are the most chaotic couple weeks of my life. So like I never know if it's, I think it's chaotic because I remember all of it so well, or if it just was chaotic and it was just a coincidence that I happened to be journaling for those weeks. I don't know, but I love the fact that I can read over them because I absolutely love reading over them. And then I've just, whenever I wanted to write, just written in here. So I have like funny stories that happened like since then, and also just like sad things that happened since then that I needed to get my feelings out about. This is my short form diary, this is my long form diary. Something like every night, every morning, I'll write about my feelings about long things, okay, in here. And then this one, it's just for like quick thoughts. Like I got it yesterday, and let's see how many pages I've done. 1, 8, 9, and it arrived at 5 o'clock yesterday, and I haven't even had lunch yet today. So it hasn't even been 24 hours. I don't remember how many I just counted, but it's a lot. I've just been writing whatever comes to my mind. Like I drew my breakfast this morning. Yet again, I don't remember what I wrote, so I'm kind of scared to show. Me and my brother played a game in the car. But then I do have this journal, which I had before, and it's like an empty bullet journal. It wasn't empty, I had to rip some out from my old summer bucket list, which was embarrassing to look at, but anyway. She's empty, and I would love to be like a bullet journaler. So the idea is that's what we're like aiming for. So if this all works out, then eventually maybe they'll merge into this one. But I'm not going for aesthetic because I've tried aesthetic and aesthetic won't work. This I think is my old bullet journal, if I'm correct in thinking that. Look. She was aesthetic. Look at her watch list. Can you tell I gave up very quickly? But it's aesthetic. Look at her. I wrote a letter to my future self, which I'm not gonna show you. Oh, and then I had like a thing. I was gonna write like all the tears of like and like lockdowns, but only the January, and I don't think there was any other lockdowns, kind of. So that was boring. Look back at 2020. Don't know what that says either, so I'm not gonna show you that. Things I got for my birthday, January likes, January highlights, January thing, calendar, day 1 / 2, but day 1 of planning it. Let me shut my door. I woke up this morning and like my plan was I wanted to wake up and journal. But then I woke up and I was like, I really don't want to. This is really weird. So I woke up and I was like, I don't feel like journaling right now. So then I just fell back asleep, basically. Because I could have woken up at 8:40, which would have like eaten, honestly. But I didn't. I woke up at 10:40. So then I just wrote some notes because last night, yeah, so I journaled last night, which was really good. And I did like 4 pages, 3.5 pages. And like I counted pages like this, but obviously it's like a bigger book, so it's like this size. So like that, and that. Right. I just remembered I forgot to put look for jobs on my day plan or whatever. So I guess I won't do that. Autumn bucket list. Absolutely staying the day away. Look at my little notepad. Here's my like autumn bucket list that I did, and then this is like a story time of my issue with some eggs, which I don't want to talk about. And then I saw a TikTok of like DIY things you can put in your room, so I like put them here, and then this is my like plan for the day. So just like lots of things, and then a lot of the time I do like drawings. Like I said, I was gonna go on a run and I was stretching, so I did a little drawing of me stretching, and then I said my wrist hurts, so I did a little drawing of my wrist hurting. Like I make vlogs and stuff because I love watching back over my life and like seeing like who I was as a person then and like everything that happened, but not everything can be vlogged. Like when I'm bawling my eyes out, crying, I'm not gonna vlog that, but I might write about it in my diary. Do you know what I mean? And then I get to read it back. There's a few things in here that like without fail, every time I read them I break into tears, because it's like, and it's like a lot of the things it's like I would never say out loud and you would never say to another person, but like because you're saying it about yourself, I don't remember writing that. So when I'm reading it back like a few years later, it's like I feel like I'm being stabbed in the heart, because it's like, Jamie is like, oh my god, you're saying exactly how I feel, but that's because you are me, but like now you're just hurting my feelings because you're saying things about me that are just really fucking rude. Like, but then some of it like makes me feel better because I write about so many times that I'm struggling in here, and I'm like that, like I'm stressed about something, but I'm not stressed about that now. Like I know I'm writing about things, and then like the next day I wasn't worried about that thing anymore, which is like makes me feel better because I'm writing now about things I'm stressed about and whatever, but I know like soon that won't be an issue anymore. Can't remember if I said, but I showered. Wait, I'm gonna flip. Been continuing to journal. I also realised I'm like a fifth of the way through this notepad, and I'm not like necessarily a fifth of the way through the week. I mean, I guess it's been maybe like 2.5 days, so it's gonna last me what, 12 days, 10 days. I mean, I think we're sort of like slowing down, and it's like I want to slow down to an extent where it's like more organised, more civilised thoughts, but I don't want to continue to slow down to the point where I stop. But I've been kind of aesthetic today, if I do say so myself, which is what I kind of wanted. Like I didn't want to feel pressured into being aesthetic, but I also want it to be aesthetic. Because I made my list, which was aesthetic in itself, and then this was kind of aesthetic because there was a box around it, so it's kind of aesthetic. Because I did little pumpkins, and then I've just been writing like video ideas, and so like I did a little camera and a little thing. Aesthetic. Right, you know how I've got all those up there? Just found, and I'm like always like, what are these films? Just found a Sonic the Hedgehog one in my cupboard. Why would I do that? I don't even have any recollection of that film, other than the fact that apparently James Marsden was in it, but I only know that because it was mentioned in Jury Duty. And I know there's now 3 of those films. I knew it was first. At least I think I did. It's Tuesday, get excited. I have my thing, obviously, always next to me with this little pen. I was just writing it. And I was actually writing bullet journal ideas. So when I hopefully start bullet journal, because I can trust myself to be consistent with a bullet journal, I do those ideas basically. And I think that's a good thing to do, because I feel like I'll make a bullet journal and be like, I don't know what to do. And I feel like a lot of the time, like, I know I see bullet journals and it's just like, oh, I write my likes, I write my mood. Do you know what I mean? Like mood trackers. That's not gonna work for me personally. Or they just like use it to schedule, and I don't know how to say this, but I have nothing to schedule. And then yeah, again this morning I did a plan for the day, but I haven't really been following it like at all. Let me see if I kind of tidied my floor. Do I get to tick that off? Yeah. Look for jobs, I did that. Eat lunch. Echo. What's the time?
Good afternoon, Lois. The time is 4:02 p.m.
It's 4 o'clock. Guys, this is why I have to put eat lunch on here, because I don't. I just forget. Okay. I'll eat lunch at some point. Eat lunch, edit, dance, play piano. I just think it's fun to put dance on my plan for the day, but I don't just mean dance. I mean I'm trying to learn at least one cat's eye dance. So we're working on debut at the moment, if you want to wait. Oh, I didn't even need to say it, I just need to hear that. Love me once and know you'll love me twice. Oh, I just played perfect. And I played it yesterday and it wasn't great, but I played it today and why was it fucking fabulous? I mean, if I showed you, you'd be like, that shit. But it was fucking fabulous. And I also played The Winner Takes All for the first time in ages, and I also ate that up, so I don't know what to tell you. Can you tell she couldn't be bothered? Because I can kind of tell. Look at me, I'm all cozy. I'm not that cozy, it doesn't really go on any way. But I want to say something. Last night you were watching me journal, per se. And I remember I started writing, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna write that much today because I don't have like that much on my mind, or like I'm tired, I want to go to bed or whatever. And I didn't really want to journal, but I just like forced myself to because obviously I had to. And also like, do you know what I mean? It takes 21 days to make a habit. Wait, maybe I should have 21 days. But anyway, well, I'm gonna try and do it for as long as possible, but like aim for 21 days. Anyway, but I actually ended up writing 4 pages, which the day before I wrote 3.5. And I had so much on my mind, because on that day I wrote about like 5 topics, whereas last night I only wrote about 1 topic. But it's a topic I've been like thinking about for a while, so I was like, I really want to write about it. So we did. Also, I found out, well, I didn't find out, but like I like really thought about it. There's like journal prompts. So like when I don't know what to write about, I can get a journal prompt, because it's like, do I write about my day or do I write about my feelings? Like, I feel like if I didn't have anything that I wanted to talk about, I just write about my day and like what happened. But maybe I should do like journal prompts. I don't know. I also really need a wee, so I'm gonna stop. But yeah. I mean, it's okay, but I have a vision. Changed my mind. We've got this one and this one. And I'm gonna cover them. And we'll see. Okay, she's about to make her first official outing. She's like on a dog walk. Probably won't even get her out. I might shove her off, like, hello. But, okay, I have to go. I honestly don't have my notepad on me right now, which is like tragic, because it's like always on me. I went out twice today, and the first time I had it on me and I did like a little drawing of the landscape, because I am that cool. And then the second time I didn't write anything, but I feel like it would have been like funny to write in it, because I want to say what happened. But basically I was meant to be going to a thing and someone got the wrong day, so it's tomorrow. I can't remember if I updated you on this. I might have, I might not have, but this whole time I've been like, I'm gonna not start a bullet journal yet, because I have only been journaling consistently for like 2 days, so I'm not gonna commit to a bullet journal. But then I thought about it and I was like, well, I have my journal now, like the one I started in year 9, and because there was hashtag no pressure, I just kept going, like I never gave up on it. And like I can take year-long breaks and I can still come back to it and write it and use it. So whereas I feel like all the previous times I've had a bullet journal, like one of them I used, it was my A-level bullet journal, and now that I'm not doing A-levels anymore, I'm not gonna haven't used my A-level bullet journal. And then another one was like my 2021 bullet journal, and then I extended that, and I think I changed it to like 2022, 2023. But now, like, also it's not the vibe that I want. That was too like structured and like, this is January, this is February, and it'll be like my likes for January, and then I'd have to like set it up for February. Whereas when I like didn't want to do that, like I couldn't be bothered setting up for February, so I never did, and then that was the end of that bullet journal. Whereas I feel like if I just make a spread, like, and that's like a bullet journal, like I don't know what a bullet journal is, but in a bullet journal where there's bullet things, but just like a journal where I can like stick things in and like make little spreads, but also do what I do in my normal journal and just like talk about things. I might still use my old one for that, just because sometimes if I want to write really quickly, it'll be really messy, whereas I kind of want in this one for it to be like neat handwriting for the aesthetics. Like right now trying to make stickers for the outside, because I want to put stickers on the outside, and I do have some stickers, and then I thought, wait, they were all really ugly, by the way, just like fun facts. Wait, didn't I film this? No, I don't think I did. Okay, anyway, and I was like, wait, I'm just gonna paint over them. So I painted them white, and now I can just like draw whatever I want on them. I don't know what I'm gonna draw, because then everyone I see gets stickers on Redbubble, but tell me why on Redbubble it's like £2 for one sticker. Like, that's insane. If I'm feeling passionate about it now, I might as well start it now instead of waiting until I don't care anymore. So yeah, that's my truth. Got it. Okay, I can't show you too much, but I finally managed to figure out how to print, and I've printed out a bunch of stuff so I can, and like letters, perfect the bloom. I'm really cold, that's why I'm so like, preferably everything would be bigger, but I couldn't be bothered. So yeah, she's on. I was like, well, because I have one other sticker that I want to put on, so like I could put that on as well, or I could not because I haven't made it yet. But the rest is sort of like random, so it's like, do I put on stickers right now that I don't love, or do I wait and like collect stickers over my journal experience that I do love and put them in? I don't know, maybe, possibly. But anyway, let's start. I might randomly here probably skip this page now, I don't know. And yeah, I finished my first page. I'm really proud of it, not necessarily because I don't think, like, I think, not necessarily because I think it looks really good, which I do think it looks good, I do like it, but also just the fact that I like did a page, like, I'm so proud. So I'll show you. Look at her, it's my comfort movies, and it's all my comfort movies, and I wrote a little thing. Honestly, I was getting really stressed because I was like, to me, like, comfort movies, like, that's such a specific thing. Like, it's not just my favourite movies, but it's the movies that are my comfort movies. So there was some I was like, well, I do like this movie more than I like one of the movies that's like on here, but is it a comfort movie? Like, no, so it couldn't make it. Okay, I want to make a little thing like this, if you could just picture the vibes, and I'm trying to figure out how to lay them all out together peacefully, collectively. I think this is okay. I'm gonna like colour in the background, I think, like black. But yeah, what do you think? I don't know. Look. Why was that so much easier than I thought it would be? I mean, he does look a little goofy, but don't they all? there she goes. Now I'm gonna try and colour in the background. Why do I kind of love it? I found my white gel pen, which I was really excited about. And at first I didn't like how like I wanted it to be like a solid black in the background. Which now like I feel like it looks worse on camera, like no, but anyway. But it kind of gives like a chalkboard, so I don't like hate it. This definitely isn't my favourite, but okay, so I looked at this for like a split second when it was like this, and it just like dawned on me. With Renee Rapp's face right there. Looks exactly like a Mean Girls poster. Like I don't have one in mind, but I'm pretty sure whatever the Mean Girls poster is, looks exactly like this. Yeah, so I haven't written since the 24th, and it's the 27th today. So this is how far through we are with this journal. So I think we've definitely made progress with that. And then this one, I haven't been writing in her as much because I keep losing her, which is unfortunate. I haven't written her at all today, and it's like 2 o'clock. But I have like over the whole week written a good chunk, like that's quite a lot for a week. This is the Alessi Rose page, and like I collected, like this is like a receipt for my muffins, and this was like something they gave us, this was something they gave us, so it was kind of fun to like put things in, and I put stickers in it. So I think strawberries is like an Alessi Rose thing, I don't know. And then this one, this was my first one doing like a 1-page one. So it's my autumn bucket list, which I wrote in here. I have another one in here, like the original one, but I rewrote it, wrote it out, put it in here. This is summer recap, which isn't like that clear from afar, but like it does. So then we have Hyde Park. So I just put like every Hyde Park show that I went to in here. Then I have New York, which is fun. So then we have the front page. I do like the front page. I like the way it's laid out. I haven't looked at it in a while, so I'm sort of like, do I like it that much? I don't know. But I do like her. Look, it's fine. I just like the way everything's touching, but there's still space. And like I wrote, and it's like I've written things, but like they're not personal things. So like, don't even fucking look at them. I don't care. And yeah, that's it for now. I'm liking that it's like it's getting thick.